Hello everyone, Ted the old Star Wars nerd here. I hope you're doing well and I want to thank you for joining me as I try to keep these old Star Wars memories alive. Today on Star Wars Classic, going to be continuing through my Empire Strikes Back Collector's Edition. Official Collector's Edition. We're going to be finishing off this thing today, going through the last few pages of it. So let's go. So where was I? Oh yeah, Industrial Light and Magic. So you see these funky looking people wearing their masks. Wearing masks? Huh. So anyway, a guy with a cowboy hat on wearing a mask. That picture just always kind of tickled me for some reason. What they're doing is, if you look here, they've got old models, and they've got the parts out of them. And what they do is they go in there and they just cut out all the little pieces, and they use those pieces and kludge them together to make the spaceships and everything. Use all these parts and pieces all over to kind of give it these weird little looks. I forget what they call it. There's a word for that. Somebody knows it. I'm probably staring at it here on the page. I don't know. But yeah, that's what they're doing. They're going through there and they're wearing those masks because, you know, cutting all that plastic and melting it down, whatever they're doing. It creates some bad smells. You can see one model box there upside down in the middle. And of course a roll of duct tape. What's a workshop without a roll of duct tape? And then of course the picture that always fascinated me, all the R2 units. And he looks, special effects supervisor Brian Johnson, top center, looks on as one of the technicians checks the R2 units. I'm just for me, seeing all those different R2-D2s, that was just too cool. Seeing all the different ones. I always wanted an R2, but just never had one. I've got all the other little R2s, which is my favorites, but yeah, never had a big one. Never had a big one. I still want to build one day. That's gonna be one of my retirement goals, is to build an R2. And the probe droid, that creepy probe droid with its big bulging eyes there. And then the picture that gave me nightmares, a tauntaun with a red face and red hands. It just looks like somebody ripped the hide off a tauntaun's face and hands, and I just thought that was just so damn gross. But that's what you see at first. You know, I was 10 when this was out. Not really bloody face and hands, but yeah, I thought it was bloody face and hands. You know, traumatize kids with this stuff. Alright, turn the page. Roy Rogers works on a prototype tauntaun with plasticine Luke in the saddle alongside of Elstree. Very cool, working with models and model people. Oh, look at that executor. Holy moly, the size of that Star Destroyer. Look at that. That is so cool. And the 3PO heads, Stormtrooper pieces, white yak for foam rubber masks. All those little containers. Very cool. Look at that. That is nice. Richard Edlund, co-supervisor of the special effects, stands in front of the 8-foot model of the Star Destroyer. Wish they had a better picture of that. That looks so damn cool. Turn the page. Picture of a tauntaun. Skywalker riding tauntaun. Very cool. And then a trio of AT-AT walkers stand poised on a table. Joe Johnston's storyboards behind them. Well, if this was CSI, we could enhance the picture and see the storyboards. That's a joke. Okay, let's turn the page. Gary Kurtz, the producer. Yep. Gives a little short biography about Gary Kurtz. Irvin Kershner. From what I read, these two guys, these two guys are really important in how they in shaping The Empire Strikes Back, because George would come up with these grandiose ideas, and he had to have these guys come in and kind of talk him down a few notches from some of his weirder stuff. So yeah, if you look at some of the cases of things that Lucas wanted to put in, you can see where they toned him down and kind of reined in things and made it a little bit better. But it always, of course, it's good to bounce ideas off other people. Nobody knows everything. So yeah, these guys helped out a lot. And 3PO, looking at Kirshner. I gotta wonder how hard it was to see out of that. And I think Anthony Daniels said before, you could barely see out of his suit. Especially, you know, he got those eyes in front of him, they're lit up. So, you know, he's got to have a very limited field of vision in there. Oh, story of George Lucas, yeah. What a guy. What a guy. Just look at him. The quiet one of the group. If you look at his group of friends that he went to school with, he was the quiet one of the group. The Empire Strikes Back. I tried to make a film that was still as enjoyable and entertaining as the first one was, that could stand on its own 2 feet and you could watch without knowing that the first one existed. Designed for kids more than adults. Yeah, it's always been about the kids. It's always been for kids. And yeah, people know that it's for the kids. But, you know, there comes a time when it's just too kind of kid-like. and some of the stuff isn't for kids, you know. Some of this stuff is more adult themes and things, but yeah, I realize that yes, it is for the kids, so take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, okay. Good shot of Luke after he's lost his hand. Oh, this is probably about where he learns about Vader. But yeah, that is about the end of the magazine. There's 3PO with his silver leg. You can really see the silver leg on that one. You can really see the silver leg there. That stands out good. Stands out good, and C-3PO being all dull. Do you know why 3PO was so dull all the time and he was never shiny? He was never shiny. He was always kind of a dull, I mean, kind of a dull shiny, but never shiny. They kept him like that, and they smeared stuff on him so you wouldn't see the camera and his reflection. Otherwise, there are some shots where, you know, you see the reflection in 3PO, you can see the whole camera crew standing there recording everything. You know, I never quite paid attention to stuff like that, but that's what people say. All that stuff always seemed to kind of pass by me. I was always trying to enjoy the movie too much to notice a camera crew being reflected in 3PO's headpiece or something. Anyway, so there you go. That's why 3PO is dull shiny, not shiny. But in the prequel trilogy, he did get shiny because with computers you could erase them. You could erase the cameras. So there's some obscure knowledge for the day. So yeah, that's very cool. Oh, and here's the cast and crew list continued from the front page from the first video. All those good people that helped out. Very cool. Copyright 1980, Lucasfilm Limited, a 20th Century Fox release. So yeah, there you go. On the more Macquarie art on the back. Very cool. Just seeing a different version of Han landing in Cloud City. Look at that. He's got 3PO carrying his bags. 3PO carrying his bags. Is that his arm around Leia? I'm gonna have to blow that up, but that's really cool. And I guess maybe that's supposed to be Lando and somebody coming after him. And then Luke on his X-Wing out in the middle of the ocean. Looks like he's trying to play gondolier like in Paris. With the X-Wing foils still, or the still X'd out, or deployed, whatever you want to call them. Nice. Well, that's an awesome little book. I really like this book. That was very cool. It's a little longer video, but we had to finish this up. And of course, the Star Wars saga continues. Of course it will. I hope it does. I hope it does. I hope Disney starts doing stuff right, or they sell it back to Lucas, or whatever they're going to do. So far, The Mandalorian looks kind of cool. It'll be neat. I guess we'll see what happens, but I'm not going to hold out hope for it. Disney's just kind of, I don't know what Disney, and we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the old Star Wars memories. So, again, I am Ted, the old Star Wars nerd. Thanks for watching this with me. Thanks for being here. Please click the buttons below. Click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications. Leave me a comment below if you like me, like my content, or don't like my content. Whichever, let me know what you think. Anyways, I hope you all take care and come back next time where we go over some other stuff. See you soon.